everyone, how you doing? Super. If you're new here to my channel, very welcome. My name is Apo and I'm really excited that you're here today. Where have you been? There's always something here to bless you every Wednesday, so please I'm to do your last. And for every one of you that has been with me on this journey, thank you all so much. I really appreciate every one of you. Thank you. Right, so today I want to talk about self-control. I mean, if you've been with me on this channel, I've done probably 2-3 videos on it already. That's telling you that it's really something that is dear to my heart. And as I'm growing in that area, I'm a work in progress. I'm always wanting to share and just encourage every one of us to grow in that area as well. So I'll share a quick story and then we go from there. So one of these mornings, I was dropping the children off in school. I was literally next to the school, the road, and one of those roads where people park along the road, so what's left for cars to move through is kind of like tight, you know. And so there was this car, oncoming cars, and I was going, but I had the right of way because the obstruction was on the other side. But this lady just came in, even if she knew that there's no way we can all go through. And I was kind of like, okay, in between her and the cars behind me, she was ready to move backwards. I can't go forward, you know. So I did what I thought was right. Try reversing my car, you know, bear in mind the car's behind me. And so, well, I managed and she drove past. But she had this attitude and she just drove past. And my son was like, what? She couldn't even say thank you after all she's put you through to do all of that. The only response I had to my son was, you know what? This one will not cost me to sin this morning. And I dropped them off at school and I drove up to work. But on the way to work, I was really thinking about it. And first of all, God, thank you for that. Thank you. And then well done, Apple. And if I'm being honest, I haven't always responded that way all the time. I've been faced with difficulties or challenges like that. So I'll be a liar if I come out like, hey, I always respond like that. I'm self-controlled all the time. That's a lie. However, at moments like this, when I've got victory and I was able to exercise self-control, I'm really thankful. And I'm thankful for 3 things. 1, the Holy Spirit. I'm thankful for growth because I'm a work in progress. And I'm also thankful for my children. Now, that's because my children help me to model good behavior. Because I'm a firm believer that the things you do impact people more than the things you say. If I keep saying, you don't have to react to everything, which I tell my children, and then they see me reacting to everything, come on now, I'm just a hypocrite, isn't it? So I'm really thankful for them. But just thinking about it with self-control, is something that if we do not exercise, the results of our reactions sometimes can be very grave. Just think about it. If I just, okay, fine, I'm not going anywhere. This woman, I had the right of way, like I said. I just stopped there. We're going to be there, waste time. I'll get worked up. I'll have a bad day at work. My kids will be late for school. It wasn't worth it. For me, that morning, honestly, I wasn't angry at all because I was more focused on where I was going and how the rest of my day was going to play out, you know. So I'm like, you see this one? This is just a distraction. This was not going to cause me to sin this morning. And that's the attitude I want us to really have and why I'm coming to share this today. Because sometimes we feel like, well, me, I don't have self-control. I don't have. You have. I have. We just have to learn to use it. We all have self-control. The thing that really works for me when when something is really like getting me worked up and I don't want to react, it's Proverbs. I'm going to read it. So it's Proverbs 29 verse 11. A short-sighted fool always loses his temper and displays his anger, but a wise man uses self-control and holds it back. Somebody's thinking, whenever I'm like just losing my temper and just God just sees me as a fool. Not just any fool, but a short-sighted one. So there's even some fool that are better than me. Bible never said we should not be angry. It says be angry and do not sin. And anger, just the feeling is horrible because it just wants you to lose control. It just wants to throw all caution to the wind and just act anyhow. So you have to be able to like just take control of your mind, take control of your mouth, take control of your actions. Because the thing is, no matter how justifiable that your anger is at that moment, the consequences, you're going to bear them. They might not be as you want them or what you thought to be. They're usually regrets. If we look at one of the characters in the Bible, that really suffered the consequences of their anger, of not using self-control. Moses was an extraordinary leader. If like all the good qualities of a leader, Moses had them, but sometimes he couldn't control his anger and he suffered great consequences of that. If we look at Exodus chapter 32 verse 19, as soon as he approached the camp and saw the calf and the dancing, Moses' anger burned, and he threw the tablets from his hands and smashed them at the foot of the mountain. This is someone who's been with the Lord for 40 days and 40 nights, and God, with God's own handwriting on the tablet, gave it to him and everything. But when he came, he just saw like, these people, they don't ever listen. Dance with this worshipping the golden calf and all of that, and he got angry and he smashed the tablets down. And this is someone that was a friend of God. That's what the Bible calls it. Exodus 3 verse 11, it says, and so the Lord speak to Moses face to face, just as a man speaks to his friend. So let's see how his lack of self-control and his anger cost him a lot, you know. In Numbers 20 verse 11, then Moses raised his hand in anger, and with his rod he struck the rock twice, instead of speaking to the rock as the Lord has commanded, and the water poured out abundantly, and the congregation and their livestock drank fresh water. But the Lord said to Moses, because you have not trusted me to treat me as holy in the sight of the sons of Israel, you therefore shall not bring this assembly into the land which I have given to them. So Moses did not enter the promised land. This is who God promised, God's friend. God used to speak to him face to face, all that he took them through. I mean, we can just say it wasn't his fault. Those people, they complained so much. Miracle after miracle after miracle. But and the slightest discomfort, Moses, yeah, so we can understand his frustration. But that was still not an excuse in the sight of God. See, he still had to face the consequences. I mean, that's really the thing. Like, we can justify our anger, we can justify our reactions and all of that, but you're still going to face the consequences. So why not think about, like, you know, is this thing really worth it? Just, if it means working away, if it means praying, whatever you need to do to just calm yourself down, just take control of yourself and react in a way that will please the Lord, because like I said, you will bear the consequences. Okay, so this is not me trying to be all like, oh, I don't get angry or I don't lose myself at times. However, it's just me trying to tell you, the way I'm encouraging myself, that we have self-control. We just have to learn to use it. You can control yourself if you want to. How you react is all on you. You've got the power to react. Positively or negatively is all in the ball. Let me say the ball is in your court, is all on you. That person cannot make you do what you don't want to do. And that's it. And I'll see you next week, Wednesday. If this video is blessed you, share someone else I think gonna bless as well. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I don't know why. Subscribe, click on the notification bell. There's always something here to bless you every Wednesday by God's grace. Bye.